All right, so one of the things a lot of our athletes, especially male athletes, struggle with is how to execute a good hinge, whether that's with an RDL, a single leg deadlift, or even a kettlebell swing. A lot of athletes think that there's a certain range of motion or a certain point they have to reach for. And so what happens is they sacrifice the integrity of their spine to kind of get to an artificial reference point. Whenever we do a good hinge, I'll have Jen turn sideways. Now, you have to understand that the hamstring is going to connect from the pelvis to the lower leg bone, all right? So what's going to limit her hinge is her hamstring. So if Jen goes ahead and does a good hinge, all right, her hamstrings are getting longer, and at some point, right, she's not going to be able to go any further unless she changes position upstream. So what a lot of athletes do, and now obviously she's pretty flexible, she's in a good hinge right now, but some male athletes may be way up here, and they want to get deeper. What they end up doing is softening their position through here. So it's a very subtle, kind of almost imperceptible change in position right here, and what that usually translates to is their head moving further down, the bell getting further down, and what they're doing is they're having no additional value for the hamstrings. Go ahead and stand back up, Jim. They're not having any additional value in training the hamstring or the posterior chain. What they're doing is changing position upstream, creating a vulnerable position, right, to give them an artificial kind of sense of accomplishment. So whenever you do a good hinge, keep in mind that your hamstring flexibility is going to limit how far you go. So for example, if Jen hinges one more time, this may be as far as you can go right here, or you may be able to go further, or even further as far as Jen. But what's going to happen at some point is you're going to have that softening if you continue to move your head in the kettlebell that's going to put you in a compromised position.